What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Maverick Raven coming at you with another video. Not guilty, y'all. Not guilty. Daniel Penny. I hate to bear the lead and all that, but Daniel Penny found not guilty in the subway death of Jordan Neely. The verdict brings an end to a controversial case that drew national and international attention. The main reason, obviously, being that Daniel Penny is white and Jordan Neely is a black guy. If I can tell you this as a Cuban, if this would have been a Cuban that he had murdered, it would have been the same thing. It would have been racist, because we're too nice in this country and we vilify the white, the white man, the white woman, the whatever. Because at the end of the day, after they start vilifying the white man, they start vilifying the white woman. And they start calling her Karen and whatever. So we're going to get into this. This is from the Epic Times. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. All of that good stuff really helps out the channel. We love to see you, join the flock. The flock is for life. So come, hang with us, guys. The air is for everyone. Now, this is kind of a big deal because it looked like for a bit that he was going to get railroaded. And we've got a two-tier justice system in this country as it is, so we don't need it to get any worse. It says a Manhattan jury on December 9th acquitted Daniel Penny of criminally negligent homicide over the death of Jordan Neely, a mentally ill homeless man whom Penny put in a chokehold and wrestled to the ground on a subway in May 2023. With other people, mind you. He was not subdued by himself. And the other people who were helping him, I believe 2 out of the 3 were minorities. I think it was like 2 black guys and maybe even a third was like a Puerto Rican, something like that. It wasn't like it was just the white man or whatever after this poor innocent homeless saint, Jordan Neely. So let's get into it. On December 6th, Judge Maxwell Wiley agreed to dismiss the top charge of manslaughter in the second degree when the jury could not reach a unanimous decision after 3 days of deliberation. That is when I was like, oh man, they're gonna railroad this poor dude, bro. They don't want people to be good guys anymore, and I don't know why. This, Jordan Neely was on allegedly, he was on the train saying, I don't care if I go back to jail, I don't care if I die, I'm gonna hurt somebody, I'm gonna kill somebody. He was saying all of that mess. But he gets restrained so that he doesn't hurt anyone. And he accidentally dies, and even the coroner, without seeing the report, was like, "Yeah, well, that wouldn't have affected my opinion on the findings that I had." It's like, what? This was fishy from the start, and I'm just so happy that justice has been served. Well, justice would have been for him to never get even arrested, but whatever. We're living in these racial times where everything is racist, and I hate it so much. It says, as soon as the jury foreperson said not guilty, cheers and applause briefly rang out near the front of the courtroom before the court officers told everyone to quiet down under threat of removal. Among Neely's family and supporters, there was a much different reaction. Court officers asked 2 people to leave because of their enraged comments and demeanor. The verdict brings a conclusion to a closely watched trial that took a little more than a month. From voir dire and the seating of a jury at the end of October to witness testimony throughout November up to last week's closing statements and jury deliberations. Witnesses all agreed that Neely got into an Uptown F train at Manhattan's 2nd Avenue station and immediately began screaming that he was hungry, homeless, and did not care if he went back to prison. Their testimony differed slightly as to the explicitness of Neely's threats. Some said he had cried out that he was willing to hurt others if they did not give him what he sought. Lori Citro, who had her small son with her on the train when Neely got on, said Neely's conduct made her fear for the boy's safety so much that she placed his stroller in front of the boy to shield him from Neely. The boy was too small to move quickly off the train with her, according to Citro. She expressed gratitude toward Penny for taking swift action to protect passengers. Dude's a hero. Serves his country as a Marine, then serves his country again when some lunatic is trying to hurt people, scaring little kids. And what do? We freaking put him up, in a circus show that almost cost him his freedom. And Lord knows how much this cost, because I think he did get a legal fund paid for, but this is still ridiculous. Time, and he's never going to be the same after this. everyone's gonna know his name for the most part in New York. He's gonna have to move. It's really messed up. Citro's testimony was consistent with that of others present, such as Yvette Rosario, who said Neely's conduct scared her so badly that she thought she might pass out, and she placed her head on a friend's chest. Dan Couvreur, sorry, looks a little French or maybe Canadian, French-Canadian, obviously, said the incident went far beyond other tense moments that he had experienced on the subway. Another witness, Alethea Giddings, called Neely's words very loud, very menacing, very disturbing, and thanked Penny for stepping in to protect her and others on the train. Good stuff, you guys. The lead prosecutor, Davna Uron, noted in her closing arguments to the jury on December 3rd that some of the jurors might now feel grateful to Penny for springing into action to protect passengers, and that weighing his potential guilt or innocence would not be easy. Uron said it might be hard to convict a man who had tried to do the right thing and did not act with the intent to take someone's life. The defense argued that in light of the testimony of those present on the F train, Penny had acted bravely and selflessly, and that the government was trying to make a scapegoat of a good man. Absolutely. 100% for sure that's exactly what they were trying to do. The prosecution and defense differed sharply as to the causes of Neely's death, the appropriateness of using deadly physical force to protect passengers on the train from Neely, and the validity of defense claims that Penny's actions were justified under New York law. You guys are going to make it so that the criminals are the ones that have all the law on their side. They're going to have weapons, they're going to have drugs in their system, they're going to have mental instabilities, they're going to have whatever. And normal, reasonable, responsible adults who don't break the law are going to be the ones that are going to be penalized. They're going to be the ones victimized. And it shouldn't be this way. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. They should have never gone to trial. They should have never been politicized. So much so that I'm not going to even give it any more light of day. This is ridiculous. You know? Of course, Jordan Neely, when he dies, everybody's a saint, you know? But the guy, by all accounts, the guy, you know, it was, and I'm not saying he deserves to die. I'm not even saying that. But he needed to be restrained. He absolutely needed to be restrained. And how you restrain someone? You know, I can tell you this. When you have an adult-sized man and he's thrashing about, that's why you need like 2 or 3 officers on the guy. Because thrashing about and trying to control a subject that does not want to be controlled, and you don't want to beat the living daylights out of him, of course, because that's not right either. So that's when these struggles happen. That's exactly when these struggles happen. But I'm going to leave this right here for you guys. As always, I'll be looking in on the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure that you guys have strong opinions about this. The country at this moment has strong opinions about it. My strong opinion was that should have never gone to court. It was completely racial just because they saw a white man killing a black man in self-defense of himself and other people. And the whole thing is tragic. He should have never died, but he also should have never been... By the way it sounds, he probably shouldn't have been free. He probably should have been at an institution. So while we're making America healthy again and we're making America great again, maybe we should revisit that and rethink mental asylums. Just a thought. And I've been to them, you know, I've seen them. They need work, man. They need work. They need help. These are facilities that are in a lot of ways worse than prisons. But people don't talk about that. Anyways, you guys, that's the video. Thanks for hanging out. Love you guys. Always a pleasure to hear from you guys and see you guys. So make sure you leave your comments down below. Love to see them. As always, you guys stay safe and stay based.